Hi friends, today in this video, I'm going to make an high frequency driver to make powerful inverter using these ferrite transformers. For that you need good size of aluminum heatsinks for heat dissipation. Also you need 4 pieces of MOSFETs. Use thermal paste for better heat dissipation. Place the MOSFETs 2 on each heatsink. Use 3 screws to secure the MOSFETs at its place. Use screwdriver to tighten all the screws. Now pre-solder all the pins of MOSFETs. Take quarter watt 10 kilo ohms resistors. Solder between gate and source of every MOSFET. Take a piece of copper wire. Solder sources of both MOSFETs together. Take quarter watt 33 ohms resistors. Solder on gate pins of MOSFETs. And connect the both resistor ends together. Now use ferrite transformer with this configuration. I have the same transformer with same configuration as in diagram. Use 3 screws, and connect the transformer with heatsinks. As both heatsinks are connected with body of MOSFETs, which is also interconnected with drain pins of MOSFETs. Connect all source pins of MOSFETs together. Solder a 1000 UF capacitor between MOSFET source and center tap of transformer. Now, to drive this circuit, we need to feed high frequency signal to these gate resistors. And there comes this high frequency inverter driver that designed using SG3525 IC, which provides simulated sine wave at output. Also output AC voltage can be adjusted using this potentiometer by feeding AC voltage. And frequency can also be adjusted using this potentiometer. This is shutdown pin of IC, it shuts down the inverter in case of any error. Also this totem pole circuit is added to amplify the PWM signals from IC output. And this current sensing circuit is added for safety to shut down the inverter, in case of short circuit or overload. Then I converted the schematics into the PCB. For easy assembly I ordered PCBs from JLC PCB. Get 1 to 8 layer PCBs for just $2. Efficient large scale production reduces costs, and bringing you PCBs in unbeatable prices. And then I prepared the PCB for its components. So, let's place all the components into the PCB according to the circuit diagram. After completing the soldering and cleaning process, our PCB looks nice and clean. Before any further ado, let me tell you that you can also order the same PCB for this project, without messing up on pref board. Just go to the video description, and with this link sign up on JLCPCB website. JLCPCB provides easy, affordable, and reliable PCB and PCBA solutions, empowering electronic engineers to develop projects efficiently. Just upload your Gabber file here. To get instant quote and order in minutes, it is easy as online shopping. After uploading, you can see the preview of the PCB. You can also change quantity and color of the PCB as per your requirements. Quality and lead time is reliable, all in-house production, ensuring stability and strict quality control in every process, and lightning fast PCB production, in just 24 hours. And then you can save to the cart for the checkout process. Also don't miss JLCPCB's 6-layer PCB special, get $30 off with a coupon, and enjoy top quality 6-layer PCBs, plus 2 UENIG finish, and no engineering fees for wire-in pads. Now back to the project, use SG3525 IC, and install into the IC base. Now our PWM driver is ready to use. Solder the wires with input DC and output PWM pins. This is DC input negative and positive pins, and these are output signal pins. I will use oscilloscope to show you output waveform, and also adjust the frequency. Connect oscilloscope to signal pins. And connect 12-volt DC input to these pins. You'll be able to see the waveform, since it is at 11 kHz. Using this screwdriver, let's adjust it to 25 kHz by adjusting this potentiometer. Now you'll be able to see proper simulated sine waveform with 25 kHz frequency and 50% duty cycle. Connect the PWM wires to the gates of MOSFETs. And connect the input DC wires with capacitor negative and positive pins. Now connect the load wires to the output of transformer. Use a 12-volt battery, and connect DC with inverter input. As you can see, the inverter circuit is working perfectly, and also the bulbs are glowing very bright. You can also connect more load, but needs to connect bigger battery. Since this is high frequency inverter with high efficiency, but output will be safe only for lighting purposes but not for inductive loads. In upcoming video, I will add more features to this inverter like low battery shutdown, short circuit and overload protection, and also will convert it into pure sine wave output. And to adjust the output voltage, connect the bridge rectifier at transformer output, and feed the positive voltage to this pin through a 330 kilo ohms resistor, and negative to ground. And adjust the output AC voltage with this potentiometer. That is it for this video. For more useful videos, subscribe the channel. Also check out these recommended videos. Thanks for watching.